Hello, welcome back to SM Tech World. Today we are going to solve day 29 of July Lead Code Challenge. So today's problem name is best time to buy and sell stock with cool down. Okay, so if you have not read this problem statement, take few minutes and pause this video and you can read this problem statement. After that we can discuss further. Okay, so basically they are saying that you will be given one integer array, so that will be your price for that particular day of a particular stock. Okay, so this is your input array, right? 1 2 3 0 2. So this is nothing but a price. So suppose I am in the first day, my stock price is 1, so I can either buy it or I can sell it. Similarly for second day, my stock price is 2, so either I can sell it in price 2 or we can buy it in price 2. Okay, so this kind of thing. And there are some restriction also, like that you may not engage in multiple transactions at the same time, i.e. you must sell the stock before you buy again. That means you can't buy back to back stock, right? So you buy this today and again you buy this, right? You can't do that. You can't buy back to back. So to buy in this second day, you need to sell this one first. Okay, after that you can buy. So you cannot do multiple transactions. That is the one condition. And the second condition is after you sell your stock, you can't buy stock on next day. So that's a cool down day one. So what that means? So suppose I buy one stock in the day 1, then again I sell it, then again I can't buy in the third day, right? So 1 day is my cool off period. So if I am selling my stock on the second day, then I only can buy at fourth day, right? I can't buy it in third day. So that's my cool off period. So this is the two condition we need to think, we need to keep in mind. Okay, so this is the exception. So explanation. So at max, so we need to design one algorithm using which we can gain maximum profit, right? So we can perform three things. We can buy the stock, we can sell the stock, and if we are selling, then there should be one cool down day, right? And I have another option, I can skip. I will not do anything. Okay, so let's try to understand the problem statement more and let's try to develop some algorithm, and after that we are going to write the code in Java. Okay, so this is our input array. And so what we can do, so basically each day you have two options, right? So basically in our case we can have three state. Okay, so let me design that first. Give me a second. So basically we can have three state. One is state 0, another one is state 1, another one is state 2. Okay, so basically we can have three state, and let me link. So at first, so initially we can sell it, and if we again sell it, then we need to wait for cooldown, and after that, after one cooldown day, again I can buy, right? So basically, and yeah, so what is this? So this is we are selling, right? So sorry, we are buying. So if we are buying, then it come to the second state, that sell. Again from here we can sell, and if we sell, it will come to the third state, the cool down state, and after that, after one day, again I can one cool down, I can again buy, right? So I can again go back to my actual state from where I can buy, and I have two options, right? So as I was saying, so basically I have two options. One is so suppose I am in the first state, I have always two options. I either can buy it or I can skip it, right? Similarly for sell, I can sell it or I can skip it. Okay, so this one is for skipping. So basically we have two options, one is skipping or one is buy. Similarly I have two options for sell also, I can skip or I can sell. Okay, so this is the kind of state diagram. So basically we have three state, S0, S1, S2. Initially I have two options, I can buy or I can skip. Okay, similarly I can sell or I can skip again, and if I am selling, then I need to wait for one cool down day, then again I can buy. Okay, this is our state diagram. So let's try to solve it. What we are going to do, we will take two array. Okay, so in this case our array length is 5, so let me take two array. So this is my array, so this is my array, and let name it as, so we are going to track two things. So basically we are going to use dynamic programming approach, and so I am going to take two array. One will be for I am storing the buy and buy profit, another one is sell profit. So I will explain it further also. So what we will do here, so let me take it once again, just a second. So this is my actual array or input array. Okay, so what we will do here at first, I will calculate my buy profit and sell profit for each and every day, right? So this is my price array. Okay, prices. So what I am going to do at first, in the day 1, suppose I am the first day or day 0, you can think of. Okay, so in day 0 I have two options, right? I either can buy it or I can skip it. Okay, so suppose, so there is no option to skip, so it's 0, right? So in this case I am going to buy it. Probably in the day 0 we can buy it, and if I am going to buy it, so my profit is minus, right? So whatever is the price, 0 minus 1, so it will be minus 1 only. Okay, after that what we can do, again for that day, particular day, I need to calculate sell profit also, right? So I don't have, in the first day or day 0 we don't have anything, right, to sell. So in this case it will be 0 only initially. Okay, after that, so this is for day 1, day 0, right? After that I will calculate for day 1 or second day. Okay, so in this case I can see my price is 2. Now in this case I have two options, right? I have two options. Either I can buy, so I cannot buy back to back, right? If I want to buy, I need to sell it, right? Or I should not buy in the previous day. Okay, so I have two options. I can either skip, means whatever I had earlier I can continue that, I will not going to buy anything, or I need to sell the previous one and buy it right now. Okay, this one. So what I can do here, so previously if you are not skipping, so I have two options. I can skip it, right? For skip, my buy profit will be minus 1. Okay, and if I am going to buy it, so it will be minus 2, right? Initially sale was 0, so it will be minus 2. If I am going to buy it, it will be minus 2 only. Okay, so which is the bigger, which is more profitable for me? So minus 1 is larger, right? Minus 1 is max, so I'm not going to buy it. I am just going to continue whatever we had. I am not going to buy it, right, for the second day. So it will remain minus 1. Now let's suppose we want to, in the second day, let's think from the sale profit perspective. Okay, so from sales profit, what again I have two options. I can continue or can skip, means continue whatever we had. So initially my sales was 0, right? Or else I can do, what we can do, so we can whatever we had, like earlier in the last day, I have my buy profit was minus 1, right? I can sell those portion. So if I sell it, then what will be my profit? So earlier my buy 0, that means the first day was minus 1, right? So minus 1, and today's price is 2, right? So that will going to add with today's price. Okay, so in this case I am getting 1. So what is the maximum between 0 and 1? So if I am going to sell it today, then I am going to gain maximum profit for the day 2. So obviously I am going to sell it today, and my profit will become 1. Now I will come to day 3. Okay, so day 3 again I am going to use same formula or same logic, right? So I am in day 3. I have again two options. I can buy or I can skip. So if I am skipping, then let's name it as day 3 only. And so if I am going to skip it, then what is the value? So my earlier buy value was minus 1 only, right? This one, the last value. And again, if I am going to buy it, so now it's come this condition, cool down concept, right? So if I want to buy on the day 3 in this day, right? Before that I need to sell it, right? But if I sell it in the last day, means day 2, I can't buy, right? Because we have one constant for cool down. So if I want to buy on that day 3, at first we need to sell the day before, one day before, right? So I need to check the sale price for the minus 2 day, right? So in this case it's 0 only, right? So 0 minus today's price, right? 3. So it will be minus 3. So which is more profitable for me? Shall I skip or shall I buy? So if I am going to skip, then that will be more profit. That will give me more profit, right? So again I am going to skip for day 3. Let's similarly calculate for day 3 sale profit. Okay. So again I have two options. Skip. I can skip. So if I skip, if I am skipping, what was my last sale profit value? Is 1, right? Means I am not going to do anything. Whatever I had profit, I will keep it with me. Else I can sell it. So what was the last sale value? It was minus 1. Okay. So if I am going to sell it, so minus 1 plus today's price is 3. Okay, so it will look like this, minus 1 plus 3. That will make me 2. So which is bigger? So if I sell it today, I will gain maximum profit. So my sale profit will be 2 only. Now what I need to do? I need to go to the day 4. Okay, let's calculate it for day 4. So for day 4, okay. Now, so for day 4, what it will be? Okay, let's do it for day 4. Okay, now, so how? So again, day 4, I have two options. I can skip or I can buy. So if I am going to skip, my value will be last value minus 1. And if I am going to buy, so buy means again I need to check, I need to sell it before 2 days, right? So again I need, so whenever I am filling this, I need to consider sale price before 2 days, right? So before 2 days my sale profit was 1. So that means I sold my stock before 2 days only, right? So that was that time my profit was 1. Now I am going to buy. So I am going to buy 0. So that means minus 0. Today's price is 0. So it is 1, right? So which is larger, minus 1 or 1? Obviously 1 is larger. So for the day 4, I am going to buy it, right? So my buy profit will be 1. Similarly, let's do it for sale profit also. So sale profit for day 4. So okay, I have again two options, right? Skip. So if I am skip, what was my last profit value? It's 2, right? It will remain same. And if I want to sell whatever I had, so earlier whatever I had in the last day, it was minus 1, right? So I am going to sell it. So it will be minus 1 plus it will be minus 1 plus 2. Okay. So sorry, today's price is 0. So I will get minus 1. So in this case, it's better to skip, right? So I will skip once again. Okay. So it will be 2. Now I am going to calculate it for day 5. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. So now let's calculate it for day 5 for buy profit. Okay. So what it will be? So if I skip, whatever will be my value will remain 1. And if I buy today, then what will be my value? So if I buy today, so what was the last 2 before 2? Before 2, my sale profit was 2, right? So I had 2 in my account as profit, and I am going to buy 2 more, right? So today's price is 2. So it will be 2 minus 2. It will be 0. So what is more profitable? Why? So I should skip it, right? So my buy profit will remain 1. Similarly, let's calculate it for day 5 for sale also, right? Similarly, how it will look? So for skip, suppose I am skipping it. My earlier value was 2, right? And if I am going to sell it, then what was my last? If I am going to sell it, what was my last buy profit? It was 1, right? So I have my buy profit value positive 1, and I am going to sell today also. So it will be add plus 2 with my profit. So it will become 3, right? So I will put 3 here, and I am going to return 3. So this is the whole algorithm. We can follow it. So let's write the code. Hope you understand. Let's write the code in Java, and you will understand it much better. So what I will do at first, I am going to check some condition, right? Precondition or edge case condition that my prices should not be, if it's equals to null, or prices dot length equal less than equals to 1. Then in that case we can't do anything, right? We can safely return 0. So we can't give any algorithm to gain maximum profit, right? So now what I need to do, as I said, I am going to take 2 array, right? So probably take one variable here, or no, not required. So I will going to take 2 array. One is buy profit. So I will, in this array, I am going to keep tracking my buy profit for each day, and its size will be obviously int. Its size will be price dot length, right? So that will be my size, right, of that array. Now what I need to do, I need to similarly, it will be my array, right, integer array. After that, what I need to take another array in sale profit, right? Similarly, in this array, I am going to track. Similarly, in this one, I am going to track my sale profit, right? So it will be sale profit equals to new int. Okay, so that will be my sale profit. Now since we have this logic, right, -2 logic, but that is only applicable from day 3, right? Else we will not have any historic data to get the -2. So what I am going to do, I am going to at first calculate day 0 and day 1, right? After that we can run for loop for the rest of the portion. So what I am going to do, at first my buy profit will be, what will be for buy profit for day 0, right? So day 0, it was initially -1, right? We only have one option. We can skip, but we have nothing to skip because it's my first value, right? So obviously I need to buy. So if I buy it, what will be my value? Its value will be prices for the day 0. So whatever the price, suppose for the first example it's 1, right? So my buy profit will become -1, right? After that, similarly I need to calculate for the sale profit. So sale profit will by default be 0, right? So we can do it or we can skip that directly. So sale profit is 0 because we have nothing to sell, right, for the first day. So yeah, for that reason we are returning 0. If we have nothing to sell, then what will be my sale profit? Sale profit will always be 0, right? Now what I need to do, I need to calculate my buy profit for day 1. So buy profit for day 1, and what it will be. So what was that? So for day 1 I have two options, I can skip or I can buy. So what if we buy it, then so it should be math.max. So I have two options, right? So I can skip. So skip means I can continue my existing value. So that means buy profit 0, and else I can buy today itself, right? So that should be prices 1, that means today's price, that's -2, right? So that will make -2, and that using this we can calculate. Similarly you can calculate buy profit, sale profit for day 1. So what it was, sale profit for day 1, right? It will be 1 always, right? So sale profit should be math.max sale profit 0, or I can do I can buy profit 0 plus today's prices, right? So prices 1. Similarly, right, the way we got 1 here, the similar logic I am writing. Now we are done with this. Now we can run for loop for the rest of the portion, right? So we can use the common logic for that. So int I equals to 0, we should start from 2 because we already done with 0 and 1, right? And I should be length less than prices dot length, and again I plus plus. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am going to calculate this same, right? So let's write it like this. So it will be buy profit I, instead of 1 it will be I. So what will be my buy profit? Again I am going to check math.max. I am going to check my earlier value. So what it was, I -1, right? I -1, or I can check my sale profit before 2 days, right? Since we have that cool down condition, right? So I cannot buy immediate next day, right? So to buy it today, I need to sell it before 2 days. So that is the logic, right? I -2 minus prices, right? Since I am buying, so that it will go. I am going to subtract with my profit, right? Prices of that day. Okay. Similarly, we are going to calculate sale profit for that particular day, right? So it will be sale profit I equal to math.max. Again, I can continue or I can skip, right? So for skipping, I can just consider my last value, I -1, or I can buy. I can sell whatever value I have yesterday, right? So similarly, it will be buy profit I -1, and in this case I am selling, means I am gaining, so it will be prices, right? Plus I. That's pretty much. And once we are done, I am going to return the last value, right? Last value of the sale profit. So that will be my profit last for that day, right? At the end of our array size. Okay, so sale profit should be prices dot length -1. I think that's enough. Let's run our code and check whether it's compiling or not. Yeah, it's compiling. Let's submit our answer also and check. Yeah, it's accepted also. Let's check our time complexity and space complexity. So yeah, you can see, so sometime it's let's run it once again. Yeah, you can see that it's giving us 75%. So our solution is getting 75%, but I think you still can optimize this, right? So basically we don't need to keep track in two arrays, so we can use single variable there. So you can try that later. I think that's pretty much for this video. If you still have some doubt, you can ask me in the comments. Okay, so let's give us the code walkthrough once again. So what we have done here, initially we took two array using which we are just tracking my buy profit and sell profit for a particular day. After that, we initialize the array for day 0 and day 1. So initially for day 0, we don't have anything to buy or skip, right? So I have only one option to buy. So since we are buying, so we are taking negative value of prices, right? So it's 1, so it will be -1 for this example. And for sales, since we don't buy anything, so we can't sell anything on the first day, right, or day 0. So my initially value will be 0 only. Now for the next day, what I can do, again I can calculate my buy profit. In this case, I can consider what I can skip, or I will not buy anything. I will be in this state only, or I can buy. I can sell my previous one and I can buy on that day itself, right? So there is no option to sales because all this cool down condition. So what I can do, so here it means I am not buying on the first day anything. I want to just buy on the second day, right, or day 1. So I am not buying anything on day 0. I just want to buy in the day 1 only. In that case, I can. So what I am checking here, so either I can skip, this is the skip value, or I can buy on that day itself, right? So price 1. So whatever is maximum, I am taking this. So in this case, 1 is -1 is the maximum. So I am going to skip this for that day, right? Now I will similarly calculate the sale profit, right? So sell, I have two options. I cannot sell, I can skip, right? So whatever our earlier value was 0, or I can sell whatever I had yesterday, right? So my profit was -1 and I can sell it today. Today's value is 2, so -1 plus 2, so that will give me a positive value. That means I am gaining more, right? So I am going to add 1. I am going to put 1 here. Now I can run the for loop and I can use this generic formula. So what we are doing here, so again we are calculating buy profit. Again, so for buying I have two options. I can skip, or I can. So since we have the cool down condition, so I need to sell it before 1 day, right, or before 2 days. So I am taking that -2 value, right? I am checking the sales profit before 2 days. What was my sale profit? And from that I am going to minus my today's price, right? Since we am buying today, so that means we need to minus it. And similarly for sales profit, what I can do, I can skip. So I can consider the last day value, yesterday's sale profit value, or I can sell today, right? So whatever I had yesterday, I can sell it today. So that will give me more money. So I am adding prices here, right? So we are doing this. So this is the algorithm. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.